All right, we're ready for inspection. That is awesome. So this is the end that'll go towards the house out that way. So it's just capped off at the moment. And there's where it flows in and drops into the tank. Then the outlet side, it's going to flow into this, and that should be just water, no solids, down into our first trench. So from the tank out into the first trench. So we got a 1,500 gallon tank, and this is the outlet water. Comes down, goes into the top to our first trench. And unfortunately, this one was supposed to be 110 feet, but there were too many big trees. It's only 26. So from that tank, the 26 then feeds into this. And unfortunately, this one had to feed to the middle just because of gravity. So we got a few feet that way. And then we go all the way down there. And that is about 100 feet away in total. So that's trench 2, 115, 120 feet in total. So that second, there's the septic way up there. The second trench comes across, fills up, and then as it gets to the top of that, it'll come across into this one. And then this one does 115 feet or so that way. It'll cross over at that end and terminates way down here for a total of 330 feet of field. So our inspection is going to be in about 3 hours from now. So we just got to wait for the inspector to show up, give it the A-OK, and they've got to fill it in. And in total, this deal is going to cost me about $8,000. So well worth it, because I don't think I could have tackled this one. Not in past. We'll see what the inspector says. Well, it's Wednesday the 3rd at 4 p.m. We got our approval. We are filling back in. So the excavator's filling the trenches back in. Little by little. Fully expect this to be done today. He's only been working at it for about 15 minutes and he's more than half done. So I think the trenches will be easy. Obviously we got to be a little more careful around the tank, but project is almost complete. So our excavator did not have his skid steer, so I took my skid steer and started hauling dirt from other piles, both from clearing the house site and from the piles that they had made digging the hole. So I'm just gonna start going back and forth, scoop after scoop after scoop. And you know, it really is surprising. It's so misleading when you look down at that tank in the hole, and it doesn't seem like there's that much room around the sides of the tank. But I'll tell you, I lost track of how many times I was scooping in dirt. But we got it done, and we finished everything in you know, just a few hours and before sunset. So I'll speed things up here, and we'll see how many scoops did it take. It was quite a few, so I'm just going to zip through the remainder of the filling and until I'm walking around the site after it's all completed. So at the end, there'll be a view of the trenches covered over and what the tank covering looks like. Well, the septic project is complete. $8,000. What do you think? Can't really see much. $8,000 for one little stub up. Right there, so we can dump the RV if we need to in the short term until construction starts. And then he's got a little stub coming out of this for the house. And again, the house will be up here. So we're downhill and we'll connect underground into the tank that's all under here. Great big tank is nothing but dirt. And this is that first 26-foot trench to that pink marker down there. So this was 26 feet here. This pink marker to that one way down there, that's another 115 feet. So that's what this trench looks like going between the trees. Then we got this trench. And this one, it's a little harder to see, but is just down between the trees down there. And then the last trench right here, going down to about there. There's a pink marker down there, way down there. So that's another 100 and some feet for a total of 332 feet. And we're expecting a permit from the state inspector to come back, you know, with the official certificate for the whole install. But it's now done, and obviously we're going to have to come through and clean up debris and put something in here for erosion control so it doesn't keep sliding down. But the project is done. One septic field through the trees in Tennessee. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Please subscribe if you haven't already.